there, big puffy mountains float. They say it's boring to talk about the weather. I say it's boring not to. Get into the Out There, the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 42 degrees with rain and windy conditions. Tonight, rain and wind, low 35. Wednesday, afternoon shower. Wednesday night, showers early, low 32. Winds northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain, 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
This is the last thing you want to go outside and hear and also see, too. The sirens sounding as a tornado-warned storm passed over a hotel in Ridgeland, Mississippi. Strong winds, by the way, knocked down several trees in the area. And look at those dark and stormy clouds that are rolling on through as well. And one thing that you'll notice, or rather perhaps don't notice, not a lot of rainfall here. And there are times, you know, folks will go outside and they're like, well, it wasn't raining, so I didn't think there was a storm. It doesn't have to rain for there to be an active tornado in the vicinity. Keep that in mind. We still have the tornado potential as we get into the evening hours today, overnight, and into tomorrow morning as well. Welcome back into Storm Center. Our meteorologist Tevin Wooten alongside meteorologist Chris Warren. Here are the tornado watches that we have right now in place still for portions of northeastern Mississippi, some portions of southeastern Mississippi, and southern portions of Louisiana as well. This entire line from this white line and towards the west goes until 7 o'clock. There is a newer zone that we start to see from Birmingham here along I-20, I-65 right into Montgomery. That goes until 11 p.m. So what we'll start to notice here, a lot of this area should start to taper off and sort of dim out in terms of intensity. Now, there could be still some lingering showers here and rain and thunderstorms. So the most severe stuff will start to become along this line right now that's marching from Mississippi and in Alabama. In fact, we've got a couple of tornado warnings here. Let's zoom in. This is to the south and west of Birmingham. Still for Sumter County, Alabama here for until 5:15. So another 25 or so minutes ago, just to the north and west of I-20. And we can put this into a velocity mode. You can step back and start to see some of this rotation happening here. Actually, it's right about here is where we're seeing that rotation. That green shows you winds going towards the radar. Red shows you the winds going away from the radar. So this is where we have that velocity couplet. We'll put a time line on this to show you some of the towns in the way and when this storm, if it holds together, were to make it through. So from Boyd over towards Gainesville and still Warsaw here, right around the 5 o'clock hour for you and Boyd. Dropping down towards the south and west of Meridian, Mississippi now, just to the south of I-20. Another tornado-warned storm here, radar indicated, so we haven't put eyes on this ourselves, but still for Jasper and Newton County until 5:30. So that for another almost 40 minutes in time. You can see a well-pronounced couplet here on the southern side of this area that we've got highlighted for you from the National Weather Service. So we'll put another track on this. If you're in Ross, Rose Hill, or Hickory, you need to take your tornado precautions right now. Get downstairs under something. You want to be in a center of a home or sturdy structure and keep away from windows. Put as many walls in between you and the outside as possible. And here's another radar indicated tornado warning as well for Perry and Wayne County until about 5 o'clock. So another 10 to 15 minutes to go for this storm. Chris?
As we're tracking storms this evening on Storm Center across the South, I want to remind you what these storms are associated with, an overall system that did a lot of damage yesterday and into today. These are the storm reports from Texas and Oklahoma, and then into overnight into Louisiana and Arkansas, and where we are now into Mississippi and Alabama. Let's start off with a look at what we saw out of this, some of the damage. in Jacksboro, Texas. This showing what the high school here looks like after a tornado came through here. It was rated an EF3, so the estimated winds 140 to 150 miles an hour. Here's Jacksboro right here, and the storm right in there going through. And this, of course, the visible satellite showing the explosive nature of these storms. Almost looks like a mushroom cloud here from above, but these are those supercell thunderstorms.
Get inside! Get inside! Run! 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 Run!
This Round Rock, Texas. This is about 20 miles or so north of Austin, where a strong tornado came through. And as it did, you can see here the scene and the panic at times here, understandably so, at the Walmart with the scene like that. There were storms all over the place. There was a lot of large hail. Also, the tornado going across the landscape through here. Here are some of those reports, with reports of a lot of tornado damage, an overturned tractor trailer, a lot of damage along some interstates and highways here. And again, this one of many storms that we saw across parts of Texas. And there it is, right over what the radar looked like at the time. Again, this was on Monday as the storms were rolling through, packing quite a punch. Stay with us here on Storm Center, tracking the threat that's ongoing tonight.
My name is Lolly, and I'm a franchise